Hey, Mr. JRPG. No more Layton puns? That is quite a puzzling statement. Here we go. It has begun. There's a shop. The door was locked earlier, and no one would answer it when we knocked. That's because you didn't know the secret knock. Watch this. Come on in. Come on, try the door now. Doesn't look like anyone's here. Well, look who's back. Back again. What are you doing hiding there? So you've learned the secret knock, dearie. Actually, it was I who did the knocking. Spring, is Cog around? Spring, Cog, y'all get it? I get it. There you are, Luke. Cog's in the back room. Oh, are you friends with the owners of the clock shop, Luke? I suppose I neglected to mention that earlier. Yes, Spring and Cog have been helping me. Cog actually explains the situation better than I do, so you should ask him about it. Alright, let's hear what he has to say. Well, I think I got all the hint coins before. Oh, I guess not. Oh, I guess doubly not. Give me a puzzle. You get it? But do you get it? Behind every pun is a person. Behind every person is a puzzle. Thought I heard voices up front. Nice to see you again, Professor, and, Luke, the Professor's apprentice. Yes, Luke, of course. Cog, would you mind talking a bit about the wormhole and how it all started? I think it would help get everyone on the same page. Be my pleasure. You there, Luke. The smaller Luke, that is. Yes? Tell me, boy, what does this contraption behind me look like to you? A big old clock. Right you are. By my estimates, this clock is well over 100 years old. The old gal needs a lot of TLC to keep chugging along, so I spend quite a bit of time on maintenance. I was right in the middle of oiling up her gears one day when two family goons busted in. Here we go. This has got to be the place the boss was talking about. For sure. Hey, boss. There's a big clock here, just like you said. It's a real antique. Come over here and see. Just what do you think... what do you two think you're doing barging into my shop? And get your hands off my clock. Can it, Gramps? You don't get to tell us what to do. Don't you know who you're dealing with? Yeah, a bunch of blockheads who won't leave my shop. If I were you, I'd keep a civil tongue in my head, old man. Now, out of the way, we've got a schedule to keep. What are you clowns putzing around for? Get to work. If we don't hurry, things won't be ready by time you-know-who talked about. Sorry, Bostro. We're trying our best, but Gramps here is making things difficult. Don't be a lunkhead. You know how to deal with difficult. Throw him out on the street. Let me go, you dirtbags. We're just gonna go for a little walk, Gramps. That's okay with you, isn't it? You keep your filthy hands off my clock, you hear me? That old man is about to get clocked. We're just about on schedule. But we have to wait to turn this thing on until it's the exact time the big guy mentioned. That's all I heard before those brutes tossed me out of my own shop. It wasn't until later that I found out that the thugs wanted from my little clock shop. See, the family funded the construction of a time machine by some scientists. I think the idea was to use it to create some kind of wormhole or warp point. But how did they manage to do that? Beats me. It was all mumbo-jumbo, something about opening up a vortex in the flow of time. Anyway, for whatever reason, the plan didn't go exactly as they anticipated. I see, and somehow this hole in time manifested itself in or near this clock of yours. That'd be the case, yes. The clock has been here, ticking away for over 100 years. My guess is that something about the clock's age caused the warp point to gravitate to this spot. Yep, the wormhole, or whatever it's called, was pulled here and became part of my clock. Thing is, I'm the only one who can keep that old gal running, which means, like it or not, Spring and I are the only people who can open and close this wormhole. That's really strange. It's a burden, is what it is. Once the family found out about what I could do, they forced me to work the clock for them. After a while, I caught wind of Cog's situation. I'm sure it goes without saying, but Cog isn't part of the family. In fact, the family's been nothing but a source of trouble for poor Cog. It sure sounds that way. Knowing that, I approached Cog and Spring and explained my idea to them. After getting them on board with my idea, Cog fired up the machine and helped get my message to you. Upon receiving your letter, my curiosity took myself and Luke on a journey that led us here. That's quite the plan you drummed up, Big Luke. Thank you, but it's about to get even more interesting. Oh? Professor, with Cog's help, we can send you and little Luke back to your own time. You'll be able to ask Inspector Chelmy all the questions you want. But when you're done chatting, you will come back to put a stop to what's going on here, won't you? Luke, you of all people should know the answer to that question. I keep my promises, and I intend to solve the problem here. It's what a gentleman would do. Thank you, Professor. That was exactly the answer I was hoping for. Well, I wouldn't dream of leaving things here in this state. You said it yourself, Big Luke. The only one who could stop Herschel Layton is Herschel Layton himself. Quite right. My apologies. I should have never doubted you. Puzzle? No. There seems to have solved at least 30 puzzles. Yep, you've done enough research to take your investigation back to your own time. Hopefully you'll learn something there and help us fix the terrible situation in our time. Yes, I do hope so too. Now, Cog, if you would be so kind as to fire up the clock. Hope you understand if I stay here. I don't want to risk distorting the events of the past any more than necessary. Oh, but we can distort the events of the future. Eh? This is I was wondering if this game was going to reference this at all. You know, the rules of time, and we'll use this one when it's convenient and this one when it's convenient. And we'll make up this one because all the rules of time are just made up, right? I agree completely. Besides, the poor inspector's eyes might very well pop out of his head if I showed up with 2 Lukes. But just think about how fun it would be to see his reaction. Pity you can't come, Big Luke. Okay, she's all ready to go. Let's get this show on the road. Here we are. I feel sick. Are you going to be all right, Luke? You're positively green. Feel sort of seasick. My ears are all stuffy and the ground feels like it's made of marshmallow. Yep, that'd be from the time sickness talking. The first jump I made, I felt the same way. Well, Cog, we're going to head off now and see what we can find out. Sounds good. I'll be here waiting for you. Just use that special knock and I'll let you in. Excellent. I was wondering how we'd contact you if you went back out onto your own time while we were out. Yep, that'd be a pain, all right. Now you two should skedaddle. I'd like to get home in time for dinner. I still think there's some sort of rotation going on. No doubt about it, Professor. We're back in our time. The surroundings here certainly do seem familiar. You know, all this time travel has really worn me out. It could also be like an elevator kind of thing. Maybe it's just like underground, you know? Like domes. Still going with the pie strategy, though. Yeah, so I could do with the rest myself, but we mustn't keep Cog waiting. Right, so shall we go find Inspector Chelmy? That will be our second stop. First, I'd like to run by my office at the university. So we are taking a break. Not quite. I need to do a little prep work for our session with Inspector Chelmy. Preparation, my boy, is the foundation upon which every good investigation is built. Right you are, Professor. Now that we're back in our own time, we can reach the university by bus in a matter of minutes. Let's go, Luke. Pie? Yeah, we'll just, skip to the... whatchamacallit. My theory is that, you can go forward in the future by pie slices in this area. One of them was, I think 10 years. So, like, we're in present pie slice right now, and then we can go to the 10-year pie slice. Maybe there's a 5-year pie slice. You know, the greatness of cheesecake. Wonderful. Delicious. The munchiest of munchies. To find the clock tower in the village below, just follow these directions. Go straight and take the first left. Take the next right and then the next left, and it will be right in front of you. At which spot A through H is the clock tower located. Okay. Go straight. Take the first left. All right, take the next right. Go straight, take the first left. Okay. And the next right. Maybe I need to use the memo for this. Alright, so straight, left, right. We are facing this way. Turn this way is a right. Which is incorrect. We did it over here. Straight, left. There's no right. We did it over here. There's no right. Started from C, that's a right first. Started from A. Started from E, going up, left. That's another left. I don't know. Life is hard. Left. Right, right. So, let's just, I have a better idea. I'm gonna go straight. We need to go left. And we need to go right. And we need to go left. And it'll be right in front. So the pattern I need to do is this. It will be right in front of you. Not a hint, just messing around. It could be it's 25 picarats, so it could. I when I read that, I anticipated that could have been something. Interestingly enough, you cannot make this pattern by keeping it this way. Oh. Right, left. When you start A, moving south. A, left, right. And then that would be there. Could do that. Let's do it. Going with the libertine answer of H.
Here's my answer. Phew, that's a relief.
Well done. The clock tower is located at spot H. The directions from the spot A if you're facing D. Was that for a fun puzzle? It's in your top 10, yeah? Not a chance. Nah, it was okay, I guess. Nah, we just playing it cool. Alright, man, stop talking to me. Nothing up there but rows of houses. Hi there, small fry. What can I do you for? Notice there's a bus stop. Alright, we're just gonna skip for the puzzles. I want to hear about your problem. I was riding a double-decker bus, and the tour guide on the upper level told me that, including myself, there were 25 tourists in the lower level and 40% as many tourists on the upper level. How many people total were in the bus. Hooray, math. Do I have a parrot with me? I do. That I do. Including myself, there were 25 tourists on the lower level and 40% as many tourists in the upper level. 40% as many. 40% as many. Just to let everybody know that I am really bad with math. But in this case, I'm also bad with words. Because 40% as many. Reads weird to me. I don't know if I should read that as 40% more or 40% of 25. Or is it 40% of what the total is? You calculated, but feels too easy? It's 30 picarats, so there's usually a twist involved with the like 25 and up picarat puzzles. Or maybe not necessarily a twist, but something else involved. Don't forget the bus driver. Yeah, I had the inclination that I would have to include the tour guide as well. But I definitely wasn't thinking about the bus driver. %, as many tourists. I'm going to take 40% as many to mean 40% of 25. And I'm guessing that equates to a fraction. No, it's 10. So 37 people. 2 fists, come on. Look, didn't I just preface this by saying I had to ask chat what 9 times something was? Okay. I did it by the calculator, but at least I could do this by the calculator. 40% of 25? Come on. Come on. I knew how to do that on the calculator. I've got a little bit of math skills involved. I just can't do it in my head. 4/10 equal 2 fifths? Yeah, but like the fraction stuff is just a lot of work, you know? You gotta flip this around and multiply and divide and squish them together and turn them into decimal points. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on. Okay, so I'm at 37 people. Let's just give it a shot.
How about this? Phew,
Nicely done
that's a
on
relief.
the bus driver. I'm sure they're going to reference that. Good job. 37 people were riding the bus. There are 25 tourists in the lower level, and 40% of that is 10 tourists in the upper level. This amounts to 35 tourists. If you then add the tour guide and the bus driver, you get a total of 37 people. Definitely one of those evil puzzles. Like, did you forget who's driving the bus? Definitely one of those. You know, I'm a bus aficionado myself. All right, man. You can get the bus out of here. Or you get busted up. Alright, yep. We're looking for hint coins. So give me a puzzle so that I can spend less hint coins. I think I'm done just reading the puzzle people's dialogue. We'll keep reading the main story dialogue. What's 1 + 1? Look, man. I don't know. Like, that plus sign, you might have just tilted it a little bit, and it's actually a multiplication symbol. And if it's that, then we're going down a whole different route. Did you know that apparently there's some sort of equation where like 0 is equal to 1? It's really stupid. So we don't go down that route, man. You ain't gonna get me. In my younger days, I was considered quite the catch. This is a picture of me back then, along with 3 of my handsome suitors. A few moments after this photo was taken, one of these gents confessed his love by presenting me with a heart. Can you guess which one? Presenting me with a heart. Like a real human heart? Sadistic? Probably not that. Okay, I think this is a huge reach here. Okay. You guys remember Alice in Wonderland and the Red Queen? Isn't she the Queen of Hearts? And doesn't she have roses? Red roses all over the place. For some reason, that just popped into my head, and I feel like that's a very very off-the-wall way of getting the answer to this. Roses and chocolates? Chocolate heart? I don't see any chocolates. I see one guy, he has like a violin. The other guy, I guess he's going to be doing some yodeling. And the other guy just has roses. I don't see any distinguishing features here that lead me to believe anything. The guy with the book looks upset. It's just his mustache and his eyebrows. You know, sometimes your eyebrows are just pointed down. Just the way you look. Unless that mustache is actually his mouth. It's just his whole face. I'm gonna throw the Hail Mary at B just for the Alice in Wonderland part.
Here's my answer.
Okay.
I don't know what to say.
Pay close attention to what each gentleman is holding in his hands. Okay, we have roses or flowers. This looks like a violin to me. And this is a music book. You know, we could say violin strings either used to be or still are made by cat guts. And maybe one of those cat guts is actually a cat heart. And therefore, that was the presentation of the heart. Trying to think back to the Mr. 820 puzzle for visual cues. Cat guts, you think you know it? I don't know. Was a normal person supposed to know that? I don't know. How was a normal person supposed to know the answer to this puzzle? What love do you present with a heart? They have to use the items in some way? That doesn't help. I mean, I presume A is going to sing. B is presenting a bouquet of flowers, and C is playing music. I'll use one hint coin even though the first hint is usually useless. Gentleman is holding something unique. Pay attention to those items. Yeah, see what I say. The heart she's talking about isn't drawn on anything that the gentlemen are holding. She must be referring to something shaped like a heart. How could you make a heart shape? I don't know. I really don't know. One of the three gentlemen is holding something that could easily be turned into the shape, or the heart shape. Take another look. Can you change a book to a heart shape? I guess you could. I don't have an example. But I guess you could do that. You could do that with flowers too. Whatever. We get it wrong, we get it wrong. Sometimes we just get them wrong, sometimes we just get them right.
I knew it!
Lovely answer. It was him, all right. He made a heart out of the magazine he was holding. Quite creative gesture, eh? There's no inspiration like true love. See, this is what I'm talking about when it comes to Layton puzzles. Like, this one is just stupid. This one is just legitimately stupid. You two are smart cookies. When yeah, but you ain't giving me no cookies. We already got the cookies from the other person. Give me that. Let's make our way back to my office. Now, which bus goes to Gressenheller University? I don't know, probably that one. I have to admit that I've gotten a bit turned around with all this time traveling. What are we investigating now? Feeling a bit discombobulated, my boy. That's a word you don't hear every day. I can hardly blame you. Not every day that I have to travel to the future and meet my adult self. I could do with a bit of review on our case as it currently stands. Very well, let's see if we can bring you up to speed. Alright, do you remember why Big Luke called us to the future? To stop the evil Professor Layton, right? And what exactly are we stopping my future self from doing? Oh right, we want to stop you or him from completing his time machine research. Precisely, which is exactly why you and I were headed to Chinatown. Oh yes, now it's all coming back to me. But then we failed to get into Chinatown. Was at that point you started talking about asking the inspector some questions. Yes, but at that time, I had no idea we'd be able to jump back to our own time to question him. In that sense, it seems we got pretty lucky, huh? Perhaps. Perhaps it sounds like something isn't sitting right with you, or something bothering you. Indeed. And it's that something we've come to investigate. We've just about reached our stop. We'll run by my office and then it's off to see the inspector. On mobile, so your responses could be delayed. That's fair. That's very fair.